see things they shouldn't have. Who maybe should have looked the other way, but they can't.
I've never met him. That's kind of the point. It's a messaging service. They call you back.
Riz Ahmed must get Lily James out of danger in Relay, one of few new summer movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies, along with Ron Howard's latest movie, and plus I'll be talking about the Chinese animated $2 billion hit Nisha 2. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. The latest movie from Hell or High Water filmmaker David Mackenzie delivers as an exciting thriller until the very end. The movie stars Riz Ahmed as a fixer for a relay service which helps whistleblowers out of dangerous games. His latest client is played by Lily James. She's a former employee at a pharmaceutical company that has developed a drug with bad side effects.
This is the Tri-State Relay Service.
What is that?
It's a hearing-assisted device for the deaf.
The Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 prohibits relay operators from disclosing the content of any relayed conversation.
The person who's called you will type their conversation and I'll read it to you. No calls are recorded and everything you say is confidential.
There's a van parked out front. I think they're watching me.
Sam Worthington plays the bad guy who leads a team of high-tech professionals to stalk her, and even they get called by the relay company.
We can help you return the documents whilst maintaining leverage to protect you.
Has it ever gone wrong?
Sometimes we have to walk away.
And despite the fixer's rules, he takes a liking to the girl and is even willing to help her.
Why'd you do this for me?
And it's my job.
I can't spoil the ending of Relay for you, but I can tell you it's supposed to pull the rug from right under us. Twists are fine every now and then, but this one was just too confusing for me. But before we get to that, the movie serves as thrilling escapism with Ahmed delivering the goods as the fixer who is also a recovering alcoholic. Like Michael Clayton, this fixer isn't a perfect person, but he is well acted and he does know whatever game he's trapped in, and I guess that's what makes the film entertaining. Our next movie is Lurker, the feature debut from Alex Russell, the producer of Beef and the Bear. Theodore Pellerin from Boy Erased and Never, Rarely, Sometimes Always plays an awkward LA retail employee named Matthew who meets the up-and-coming singer Oliver, played by Archie Madekwe. The singer invites him to make a documentary on his life within the next few weeks, and he manages to get more recognition on Instagram.
That's how you envisioned it?
This is the crib.
You should try to make yourself useful. If you want to stick around.
You got a camera. You know how to press record.
What the? Oh, shit!
There are many complications within this connection, such as Oliver cutting ties with Matthew while the young retail employee pushes himself in his world.
I guess that means you're like my best friend.
You gotta head out.
What? Best friend.
I think you should just take a break.
Best friend.
As I'm watching Lurker, I can't acknowledge everything that happens because it does switch things around with the friendship between the two main characters, and yet it all seems so real and you're able to read between the lines. Pellerin and Madekwe are both universally excellent in their roles because they represent the believability inside their characters. It's the kind of musician drama that Hurry Up Tomorrow wanted to be and never was. Our next movie is Eden, Ron Howard's latest movie that should still be under the radar because it has no sense of direction, just characters arguing and being negative. Set in 1929, it's based on the true story about European settlers living on Floriana Island, which is located on the Galapagos Islands. Jude Law plays the doctor and Vanessa Kirby is his former patient turned spouse. He inspired a family to escape from fascism. They consist of Daniel Brohl as the father, Sydney Sweeney as his wife, and Jonathan Tito as his son from a previous marriage.
We came here for isolation, now we're being crowded.
Life here is gruesome, frustrating. Failure is inevitable.
There are tropes the movie deals with, such as the doctor being annoyed by his new neighbors and Ana de Armas coming in as a self-proclaimed baroness who arrives on the island to develop a luxury hotel. You bet she is.
And to build a kingdom.
The newspapers did you no justice.
The cinematography by Matthias Herndel makes the island look gorgeous through the highs and lows of the characters' lives. If the movie wanted to explore the lives of people who are trying to escape from fascism, then it should have explored more on the notion and less on the whiny and negativity. How could anyone survive in these conditions if they had to follow certain principles? Maybe that's what Howard and screenwriter Noah Pink were trying to go for in Eden, but I got tired of the same thing happening over and over again. If I were stranded on this island with these people, I would have immediately made an SOS on the beach. Next up, Americana, a western comedy that tries to go for that Tarantino meets Coen Brothers approach. We meet a variety of characters in South Dakota who are all fascinated by a valuable ghost shirt. Among the characters, Paul Walter Hauser plays a ranch hand named Lefty who is right-handed. He starts seeing a stuttering diner waitress and would-be country singer named Penny Jo, played by Sydney Sweeney. there she is again.
$500,000, really?
That's what the man said.
I think we should do this.
That thing is worth a lot of money.
Halsey also appears as a young mother whose abusive husband, played by Eric Dane, is told to get the shirt and whose little boy believes he's a reincarnation of Sitting Bull.
The white woman has it.
What white woman? Your mom? Your sister? Who?
I am the reincarnation of Sitting Bull.
Come on, kid. This ain't exactly the golden age of cultural appropriation right now.
I remember more horses in my day.
And Simon Rex is the sleazy antiques dealer who covets the shirt.
Why do you want it? I would prefer it to be in the hands of someone such as myself who could actually appreciate it.
Americana has some likable performances from Hauser, Rex, and even Christopher Kriese as Halsey's puritanical father, but it has the wrong sidekicks. Sweeney's stuttering starts to wear out its welcome, and the kid is annoying most of the way through. Half of the movie is interesting and delightfully wacky thanks to first-time filmmaker Tony Tost, while the other half is annoying and cynical. I like where it's going in the genre, but it's not really worth rushing to the theaters to see. And our last movie is Ni Sha 2, which apparently was a big Chinese animated hit last spring as it grossed over $2 billion worldwide. This sequel continues the story of the young Chinese folklore character Ni Sha, and this time the souls of him and the dragon prince Albring are being transferred in new bodies. I apologize if I'm late with this review, but if it's all the same to you, it's better late than never, especially when A24 is re-releasing it with an English language version with the voice of Michelle Yeoh as Nisha's mother, Lady Yin.
Wait! Before you leave, will you give your mama one last big hug? Oh. Come on, don't watch it.
I apologize if I'm late with this review, but if it's all the same to you, it's better late than never, especially when A24 is re-releasing it with an English language version with the voice of Michelle Yeoh as Nisha's mother, Lady Yin. I haven't seen that version, but the original Chinese language has a lot of authenticity. Ni Sha 2 can have it both ways with the comedy and pathos within, and through animation there's a lot of vibrant and exhilarating visuals and action sequences. I'm not familiar with many mythologies, but it's nice to hear people talk about it and express their opinions on how movies and books portray them. Through my standpoint, I'm glad I got to see what all the fuss was about, and believe me, I've praised animated movies that haven't even reached the $2 billion mark before. Recapping this week's new movies: thumbs up for Relay despite its ending, thumbs up for Lurker, thumbs down for Eden, thumbs down for Americana, and thumbs way up for Ni Sha 2. Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.